My name is Skye Scott. I'm a sophomore theater major at Columbia, and I'm from Corona, California, and I'm the first person in my family who plans on, intends to exceed in finishing college. I only know a little bit about Black history in Chicago. I went to an exhibit for my first year seminar class where we saw exhibits about the Black Panther movement here in Chicago and how they tried to do clean up the crime and clean up the bad neighborhoods here, and the women's side of the story, the whole thing about Obama being president. To me, I never really thought that we would have a Black president up until, 4 years ago, when he finally got elected and was made president. So I guess that made me think that we can achieve something if we really put our minds to it, and that all of us have to be these drug dealers, these gangbangers, these criminals and horrible people overall. So Obama really changed my perspective on Black culture and our people. The lowest point of Black people today would have to be all this crime and fighting that's been going on, especially in Chicago, because that's all you hear about in the news, the crime rates in Chicago, how many people are dying, and they're not even adults, they're mostly kids running around the streets shooting each other. And it's really sad that we're doing this to our own people, killing each other. And it's something we have to change because it's not helping us at all. We're doing more of killing and putting each other down rather than uplifting ourselves and making a change within ourselves to better our, social status in this country. I don't want to say that it's all out of ignorance or drugs or money. There could be plenty of reasons. I don't know specifically, but there are people dying every day here. Just a couple weeks ago, there was 6 people who died in a shooting right where my friend used to live. I know friends who've been shot because they were getting robbed $2, wanting to rob somebody for their phone, drugs. It could be a number of things. I can't really say for sure, but all those things don't mean anything. It doesn't equal murder or the loss of one's life. The percentage of Black men to white men in prison is 3 to 1. There are more Black men in prison, and there are less Black people that are going to college. There are more Black people signing up for welfare. It's not a very good thing in that sense. And I think we should stop killing each other and start focusing on bettering ourselves, going to college, making a difference in our community, if not the country or the world. How the media portrays Black people is mostly in a negative light. All you see is, somebody got shot, somebody's going to jail, and they show mugshots, and they don't really show the positive, barely at all. And it's really sad and it's just leading on to the stereotype of Black people. People believe that we're like this all the time, we're killing, we're stealing, we're just bad people, and we're really not. It's just that certain people within our race are doing these bad things, and they choose to spotlight that instead of spotlighting the good of our race. and that's a problem. I read one article about this boy who got accepted into all the Ivy League schools. And there's like this statistic I read the other day that black women are the most educated people in this country. And it's just like a really good thing that everybody's not focusing on the negative and stereotypical things of our race. That they're also like spotlighting the good of us, that we can do these things and be successful. If I could change anything about the black culture, it'd be all these negative stereotypes about us. Like, not all of us eat chicken, not all of us rob liquor stores, not all of us are on welfare, not all of us live in the ghetto, not all of us have absent fathers, don't go to college, become bums the rest of our lives, in gangs, prostitutes, druggies. That's not me. I know that's not a lot of people in our community. So I'd want like people to see the good in us rather than focusing on the bad and what you see in the movies. My advice to people to better our community, or even to others outside our community to look at us differently, would be to have an open mind, first of all, and to us, black people, we don't have to live in ignorance forever. We don't have to prove to everyone outside our race that this is what we do. This is what we are continuing to do for the rest of our lives. We could change. We can change. It may not give you the life that you want. Like, say, if you're going to do drugs, you can have like $1,000 in one night, instead of like going to school and paying all this money and being a doctor. You may not have that sort of life, but it's better than the drug dealing, because all you're going to do is end up in the grave or end up in jail, and that's not helping us, and that's not helping yourself either. So I say we can do better. We can do better with our lives and our decisions. They execute each other. Since we spill the same blood, why would I kill my brother?